Please accept with no obligation, implied or implicit, my best wishes for an environmentally conscious, socially responsible, low-stress, non-addictive, gender-neutral celebration of the winter solstice holiday, practiced within the most enjoyable traditions of the religious persuasion of your choice, or secular practices of your choice, with respect for the religious secular persuasions and/or traditions of others, or their choice not to practice religious or secular traditions at all, and a fiscally successful, personally fulfilling and medically uncomplicated recognition of the onset of the generally accepted calendar year 2019, but not without due respect for the calendars of choice of other cultures, and without regard to the race, creed, color, age, physical disability, religious faith, choice of computer platform, or sexual preference of the wishee. Legal disclaimer: by accepting this agreement, you are accepting these terms. This greeting is subject to clarification or withdrawal. It is freely transferable with no alteration to the original greeting. It implies no promise by the wisher to actually implement any of the wishes for her, himself, or others, and is void where prohibited by law, and is revocable at the sole discretion of the wisher. This wish is warranted to perform as expected within the usual application of good tidings for a period of 1 year, or until the issuance of a subsequent holiday greeting, whichever comes first, and warranty is limited to replacement of this wish or issuance of a new wish at the sole discretion of the wisher. Sincerely, name withheld for legal, social, and cultural considerations.
Well, hello there, people of YouTube. This fat guy with old computer showing you that I still have a messy desk, and it's the 24th, and I just got myself a little Christmas present. Actually, I got myself several Christmas presents. I got a couple of them sitting right there, and I'm going to show them all to you. But I was going to start with this small little one first. I got myself a DS1054 or 1054Z. Ooh. And I, just plugged it in literally 5 minutes ago. And everything's already unlocked. So it's coming, they're starting to come from the factory that way, which is really nice of them, honestly. I have not used one of these since I took electronics in college, so it is going to be a learning experience, and I am going to have some fun with it. I got some tubes, radios still to poke around in. I've got a couple motherboards I'd like to poke around on, and see, I don't know exactly what I'll be doing, but I got one. I've always wanted one, and now I finally have one. So, I think the fan makes a little bit of noise, but then you realize that makes so much more noise. So, fan noise doesn't bother me at all. I can always just turn the radio up. Speaking of, I got new speakers. Well, I got them from the thrift store a little bit ago. Found a nice receiver, and they work just fine. So there's video in that sound in that video. But let's move on. Even if I don't know 100% what I'm doing. Number 2, I got a big box from North Carolina. Oh, by the way, there's the probes that it came with. I got a Model 90. Model 90, and I got a Model 95. And I am going to do my best to show you the insides of them right now. Okay, we got system number 1. IBM Model 90 XP486. Very similar to the one that's on, you might have seen on Clint's LGR. Although his has a nice bezel, this one is just kind of, I didn't do that. But that is an IBM type drive. But, yes, this is on shaky cam again. So I'm going to be doing this all left-handed. Giggity. I do have a tripod with a special phone camera mount. It's on the way. It's just not here yet. Now, the eagle-eyed, I've already spotted something special. And the answer is, yeah, they did come with the Terminators. Look at that. Look at this special Terminator. The SCSI cards have Terminators. Oop, that card's loose. Oop, okay. So, no, not going to mess with that right now. Yeah, they got the Terminators for the SCSI card. Good job pointing that out. So, moving on. Oh, by the way, they got sound cards in them. Yeah. Let's have a look. That's why we're here. So, I did take video of getting these out of the box, but there was just so much cussing and it's not worth watching. It really wasn't. So that's gone. But I'm going to set this down and I'm going to turn this around and screw setting it down. I do everything in one take. I do everything in one shot. No matter how boring and crappy the video is. So let's go ahead and that side's loose. That side's loose. Okay. Do I need two hands, really? Yeah. Damn it, haven't looked inside yet. Let's get the top off. See what's under the skirt. Clunk. We got one floppy drive. We got two hard drives. And we got a newer CD drive this what's normally. Usually you see these with caddy loaders. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Oh, okay. So this is the model. There's the power supply. It's screwed in. We got an leader removed. Ooh, quad speed. Fancy. You might have saw in that Model 80 video that I posted up very recently. I had a cable coming with that, and I said that they are special cables. Well, this is why. So there's the cable that came with it. It is a special SCSI cable. Now it's normal. It's normal here in this section, or on talking to the drives, but they have a special end on the part that goes on the SCSI cable because they can. They're IBM, and that's just what they do. You know, I'm not defending them, but it gets kind of old to say, well, why did IBM do that? Well, because fuck you, that's why. So, card that was loose, we got this looks like the Spock SCSI controller. So, I don't know why they call it the Spock, but obviously there's a reason. Looks like we got 0.5 meg of cache. And other than that, it's a normal SCSI card. Well, for IBM anyway. And let's have screws. Do the screw. Do the next screw. Do the third screw. Let's just get this cable out of the way. So, yes, I'm going to be doing it last. Get over it. Okay, next one is a modem. Okay. Is that a 6820 on there? No, it just looks kind of close to that. But yeah, they got rid on it. 14.4 modem. That was fast in '93. And that was a quick one then. Ooh. Yeah, let's look at the processor card next. Let's look at that one. Gentle. Oh, pop. Pop. She's free. Alrighty. That's a Pentium. Alright. So, we have the bus controller parts for the synchro stream, for the microchannel. This is a 66 megahertz cache controller running at 60 megahertz. So if you look at that clock there, 60 megahertz. Under there is what should be a Pentium 90. So let's have a quick. Yep, it's a Pentium. It's a Socket 5 Pentium. That's a 90. So it's exactly the fastest card fastest card that IBM put in these microchannel cards. well, it's by stock anyway. I do have an upgrade. Now I got a spare board. So we're going to get that. I'm really happy to see that. Oh, look, there's a coin cell battery. So, this is why you remove the batteries, even if they're coin cells. This battery is not focus. Focus here. Anyway, your eyes are not deceiving you. It is... God, focus, you fuck. Thank you. There it is. That is a standard 2032, but you can see she has started to leak. It's coming off in my, it's, getting crusty in my fingers here. So I don't care. It's a button battery. It'll be fine. Take the motherfuckers out. Okay. Luckily, seems that no damage was done, so we got to it soon enough. Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll survive. Nig. So, let's see what else we're going to look at in this thing next. Oh, yes, the memory. Let's see what kind of memory we got. Oh, lift that tab. Lift that tab. Should pop up. Come on. Come on. Don't make me get out the screwdriver. Come on. There we go. Very gentle. Ta-da! We got 2 memory cards, or daughter boards. Gently remove them. And we have big sticks of memory. Well, IBM branded memory. Looks like the top one is 8 megs. 8 megs. 8 megs. 8 megs. So we got 32 on that board. I don't know if I know you had to install it in pairs. I don't know if it's... Okay. I forgot you have 10-minute limits on clips. So I gotta stop it before it gets to 10 minutes again. So it looks like we got another 32 megs. Yep. So we got 64 megs of RAM. Let's look at the hard drives next. Yeah. So we got this SCSI cable here. Got the floppy. Let's pull this out. Let's see what we got under the... Now these pop out, but I don't think... These are probably... Okay, so they are not... Okay. Now, the Model 90 had an option to add in your own cards. Why can't I turn the flash on while this thing is making a clip? Why do I have to stop recording to turn the fucking light on? God damn, Samsung, get your shit together. I mean, really, is it so hard to put a little lightning icon, turn the light on, off as you're doing it? But before I get into them, it looks like they're both aftermarket SCSI drives, but there are two connectors right there, where my thumb is. Ooh. Where you can have hard drives plugged right into the motherboard. And apparently this one has actual hard drives in it. So I'm going to pull those out real quick and we'll have a squiz. Alright, that didn't take long. One of the nice things about these PS2s, at least in most cases, a lot of it slides in and out on rails. And a lot of it is toolless, because I haven't not used a tool yet. You know, the floppy drives pulled out on the sleds. And they disconnected, and the CD drive, it's on a sled, and you just pull the little tab up. Macintosh did this too, and for the most part they were good, and they worked nicely. But where Macintosh had, cheap plastic sleds, these sleds are solid as a fucking brick shithouse. I've never broken with those. You know how much brittle plastic I've dealt with old Macs? Yeah, it's called all of it. So, whatever drive this is, ooh, dusty. We have a Looks like the original one. That's... Oh, can't read it. 51st week in 1983. I think that might even be a 1 gig hard drive. 1 gigabyte. I think I got a couple other ones that look almost identical to this, and they are all 1 gigs. So this is currently set up as SCSI ID. Where's the jumpers? There they are. 011. So it is currently set up as drive 3. So it was not booting off of this drive. But the terminator was enabled, and it wasn't That's not right. The jumper right there, directly under the 0, is for terminator resistance, or terminator resistor. So it was terminated, but this was not the last drive in the chain. Someone's been a naughty Nelly. Maybe that's why it wasn't booting. So let's go. No, it's unplugged. Okay. Let me make sure. Come on. Ass. There we go. This looks like a new drive. Doors 32160. 2 gigs. Ooh, factory 86. Ooh, 2 gig drive. Let's see, what is this one set to? Let's see. I can't read it like that. Okay. This one's also set to 3? Started from the right hand side and going left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first one's not on, so that doesn't matter. That's bit 3 for wide drives. This is a narrow, so that doesn't matter. Bit 2 is on, bit 3 is on. Or, I'm sorry, second and third jumper's on, so one... Somebody just threw this hard drive in here. Because this was at the end of the line, and this one is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's terminated as well. So that would be the problems of the SCSI, why it's not booting. So something's fucky. Or somebody just took the drive and just filled a bay and, just said to hell with it. It's going in there. So let's look at the power supply. It's a power supply. The fan's there. It's a nice fan. It blows directly over where the CPU goes and where the memory is. It looks like it has onboard video, XGA1 most likely. Let's see. Anything of any importance? No. Okay, I guess. All right, fine. There's those good connectors I was talking about with the other hard drives that you can just slide in here. Then you can connect it instead of going to the SCSI route. You can put an ESDI drive in this, and yeah, don't do that. Might as well pretend they're not there. So, all right, I suppose we'll go to the next one here. Okay, you win. The one thing everybody's probably moaning about is this little guy right here. A Soundpiper 16/32 micro channel sound card. They do not come up often on eBay. I don't think I've ever seen one on for sale separately. Not in a long while. Sound cards are stupidly hard to get, and it's really silly. But it was because IBM didn't want to let people use the microchannel bus, and everybody that was buying IBMs was doing so because of business. So, what do business companies need sound for? But yeah, that's a pretty thing. Based off the ESS 1688. So, it should be Sound Blaster compatible. It's got the focus. There we go. Yep. I don't know what those headers are for, but one of them is probably for the wavetable. So I can put a wavetable or like a Dream Blaster on it in case I got that far. But oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, that's enough looking at it. I'm gonna have to put it back and put it all back together here, and then I'll move on to the next one, which is that Model 95. And if you thought this was interesting, wait till you see that one. Alright, and now for the piece de resistance. I don't know if I'm using that right. With a full IBM Model 95 tower. Man, I cannot wait for this tripod to come in. What's that? You want me to touch you? Ooh. Okay. Alright, there we go. Started off his life as a 8595 0HF. And according to IBM, a 0HF is a 46SX25, 8 megabytes of RAM, 400 meg hard drive, and 1.44 meg hard floppy disk. Those are not 1.44 meg floppy disks. Those are a pair of 2.8s, and that's a 1.2, and that's a CD drive. So this is definitely not a stock machine. So I like how the lock is locked. Yeah, I hope that comes out unlocked. Let's get her open. Oh yeah. Ugh. So if I can do this one-handed, that'd be nice. Tink, tink. Swing up and off. Oh, the plastic's not busted. Oh, good. Now, I am not showing the video that I had or gotten from when the UPS truck guy showed up. The lock has been disabled. I am not showing that footage because basically he tossed these machines out of his truck. Well, not out of his truck, but in his truck. He tossed them a good couple feet, and it is Christmas Eve. I had a $50 cash tip I was going to give the guy just because they're fucking delivering packages on Christmas Eve. And he starts throwing my fucking boxes. And instantly, I fucking hated this guy. I called him out on it. I stopped him right there. I said, don't throw my damn packages. He says, well, they're heavy. They're heavy. Yeah, well, what were you, that makes it okay. So I used a lot of language that, well, I shouldn't repeat. I'm going to try. I try not to be that person, but god damn. So I got his name. I reported him to his, thing. Because I don't care. You don't get to throw packages. You don't, And if you can't not throw it, then I don't believe you deserve to do that. Ooh, a little bit of crusty dusties. Dusty crusties. But anyway, back to the thing. So this bezel here for the CD drive, those are not common at all. In fact, my 95 over there does not have one. So what I'm planning on doing is I would like to maybe dabble a little bit in silicone molds. And I thought about, seeing if I can't either 3D print one, because now that I have a good one to model it, or do some kind of copying and see if I can't. But all the bezels are intact. So the clips are there, nothing's broken. So back to that jerk off that threw my packages. Obviously, nothing has happened. I got lucky, he got lucky, nothing got broken. But, and I'm not that kind of guy. I'm usually very mellow, but for as much money as I paid to get these systems, to have it broken at my fucking doorstep by some slack-jawed F-stain. Yeah. Okay, so moving along. Oh, she's heavy. Got the ew. Well, at least it's still acting like foam. It hasn't turned into mush. Hello. Okay, that's done. And we got some cards. And we got some drives. Okay, let's get this open. So, let's get this cable out of the way because the damn camera's focusing on it. Hey, let's focus on this one little thing. So, let's... There it goes. Okay. Ta-da! Dink. Okay, so they haven't messed the clip up. Okay. It's got a battery. It's got 6 sticks of RAM. Ooh. It's got a processor card. It's got something. It's got an XGTA 2 video. I'll come back to that later. There's something above that I don't recognize. That's something that's loose and falling out. So let's start there. Get that out of the way. What is this? Okay. Part numbers for those playing along at home. Oh. Some sort of asynchronous modem. That is a lot of... So is this a T1? I don't think it is. I thought you had to have a special CSU, DSU. That's definitely something. I have no idea what that is. Although the little locks that hold in these EPROMs, that's adorable. Rockwell does make a lot of modem stuff. Can I look under the hood there? You're gonna come off gently. Nope, you're not. Come on, I want to see what's underneath your hood. Wow. Lots of Rockwell chips. Looks like some SRAM. I have no idea what this is. The only thing that screams in my head is this was probably one hell of an expensive modem. Whatever kind of modem it is, well, I'll look it up and I'll figure it out. Which way did this go? Shh. Yet. Yeah, well, I'll put that back on later. I'll have to... okay, next. Alright, so... Next card. Let's just pull them out from the sequence. Okay, this one's got its metal. Come on, there we go. Yeah, let's see. This SCSI card should look very... There we go. SCSI card should look very familiar. Let's see. Is this screw loose? No. Is it tight enough that... Yep. Just gotta get a damn screw. Okay, so got the screws loosed, and let's gently wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah. Normally I'd use 2 hands, but you know, looks like we got another Spock SCSI controller with another 0.5 meg of cache. Little dusty, but you know, other than that, they're fine. Okay, so let's look at this top card. Now, I'm not gonna be a jerk this time, and I am going to pull them out in order. I'm not gonna do something silly. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ta-da! It is sound. That looks like it's the IBM. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. MC something. I'll probably do it in the editing. It'll probably be down here saying exactly what it is. I think that's a sound card. Yeah, that is. Okay, yeah, it is. Input or line, microphone, yeah, speaker, yeah. Okay, so it's definitely. I am good on sound cards now. I don't know which ones are better than others, but I guess I'll be able to figure it out and tell everybody. And we got a second one. A second Soundpiper 16/32. So they use the same board for both? Or I don't know. I mean, it's a 16-bit, it's not a 32-bit slot, so these are hard to get. And now I got 3 sound cards in one day. Oh, God, I had to pay for it. Oh, Lord. It still hurts. But it was worth it in the end, so let's... I don't know if they work, it is worth for you. So, the last IBM, or the last video card that IBM made in its special slot. Beep. I don't know why. Is the IBM XGA2. Very, very capable card. Ew. Ew. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh no. So did something... There was nothing between those. Is there any leaking on the board? No, there's some dust bunnies. I don't see any... Well, that's... I hope the card's okay. I will definitely have to look at that closely. That would be a crying shame if an XGA2 card died. They're not exactly easy to get. Well, they're not hard to get, but... okay, let's get this card out. It is an Action Media 2 megabyte. That does not ring a bell for me. Okay. Come on. Thank you. And this is a thick one. It has, on one end, S-Video, a special connector, a microphone or some sort, and a video. So it is doing something with video. Oh, that's what that cable's for. So I got a couple cables in a separate box. Now one of them has a component video and audio. So yeah, red. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That or it's just 5 color. No, that's. Anyway. But it has this connector. That probably goes onto this right here. Okay. And then there was this cable, and this is a fucky one. So it's got video here in the middle of the cable. There's that. And at the end of the cable is another video. That is an asinine cable. Oh, man. Let's see if I can't look under the hood of this. Man alive, I almost had to break out the cutters and cut those little clips off, but damn, those things were on there good. I did not break them. So anything, but that's what's underneath. Good Lord. Not one, but two Intel 750 processors. Well, processors is strong words. They're more of a glorified microcontroller. Huge ASICs. Jointly developed by Intel and IBM. Man, working together. We got a whole bunch of, how many is in there? That's 16. So yeah, that is 2 megabytes of 10 nanosecond test RAM. That was not cheap. Especially at that speed. Yeah, 256-bit, 10 nanosecond. Well, if you can believe the part numbers. But no, that's... Wait, no. Math. Okay, so no, that's only half a meg. So 8 times 256-bit is 256 bytes. So that's half a meg. So where does the 2 megabyte come in? I mean, it might be 2 megabit. No. Yeah, 2 megabit. Maybe. No. Yeah. Anyway. There's some... What's this? Is that SRAM? Is that... Let's have a look. Nothing. It is... What it is exactly, I don't know. I don't have it off the top of my head. But there's only one reason to have 8 of the same part arranged like that. Yeah, maybe that's 2 megabytes. I'll have to look up that part number. I'll put it down the bottom. So we got a Motorola processor. Yeah. It's some looks like glue logic. Motorola, another Motorola chip. Looks like there's some kind of signal gen. Clock. MC44 250 FM. Man, this was one hell of an expensive board. Made double so because it was a freaking made by IBM. So normal slot. So it has the, looks like it has the, maybe not. No. It's definitely doing something over here. Maybe that's just extra power. But compared to that slot. See? Every slot is different. But hopefully the hard drives work and I can get the information off of them. And I can, if there's software for this card, I pray to hell it's on these hard drives. Next up is that processor card. But let me put this back together real quick. Looks like, well, just going by the top, this is the same CPU complex as the last one. Oh. Yep. This one's only a 60 megahertz rated though. So maybe the other one, because if I remember correctly, the one in my Model 95 is a 60 megahertz rated cache controller. So maybe that one in that Model 90 would actually... Ooh, hello. It's purty. That's purty. Ooh. That's purty. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, that is a thing of beauty. And it's no small wonder that gold is such prized by our species. Universally, too. We got some... Hmm? Oh, it's just dust. Okay. Ah. Alright. Okay, so let's go on to the next. Just having a look at the motherboard and the memory. Oh, I gotta get that little guy. No half measures on this board. Every single slot is 16 or 32-bit. Every single one. There we go. But that memory is a little strange. This is a 16. No, that's a 32 meg sim. Oh God, I finally got a pair. I finally got a pair of these 32 meg sims. Fucking A. You know how asinine, stupid hard those things are to get? Looks like I got a pair because I got one on the far left. Or so A1, if you look at the top, because these got to be installed in pairs. So A1 and B1 are both 32 megs. So now I have a pair. I should be able to copy them. At least I'm going to give it a good old college try. Slot number 2, which has this lighter green, are 16 meg sticks. So again, I'm going to give that a shot and get those going. But what's strange is the third slot, 2MX40, if you can read it, yeah, right there. I don't think you're supposed to be able to use that kind of RAM in there. I have 2 meg by 40 sticks, and they don't work. So that's a mystery. Because this is a 32. This is an 8 by 39 for the Pentium complex. But the X40s you usually see in the 6000 or the 4000 RISC series, they're not supposed to work in these. So I'm going to have to do a little tinkering around because I got a bunch of those little cheap little sims and they don't work. Let's pull the hard drives and let's have a look at those. God, I finally got a 32 meg stick. Well, 2. I could finally copy. You know, I'm going. That's what I'm going to do. It's because I can't rely on anybody to sell them to me at any price. So I'm going to have to make my own. Yep, make your own sims. Welcome to IBM country. Let's look at the hard drives, or the drives in general. Okay, so I'm pulling out these drives. We'll go from there. Okay, so I'm pulling out these drives. I'm getting the river cable all the way so I can pull it. And, you know, this is kind of normalish. But I'm looking at, you know, there's one connector, normal. I'm like, there's another. Then we get down to the actual hard drives, because this was plugged in the CD. I'm getting to the hard drives, and I'm looking at, okay, why is there a terminator on here? The next hard drive down, there's another pass-through terminator. And the third hard drive down has another pass-through terminator as well. What the shit is going on with SCSI in these two machines? That's the part number for those playing. That's the part number for you playing along at home. I'll probably look it up, but I mean, I have a couple pass-through terminators. I've used them on occasion, but you only put it on the last drive, not on all 3 hard drives. And this one up here is labeled for single-ended. You know, okay, I know single-ended LVD drives, but what's going on here? I don't know. Why would you have 3 terminators on this? Again, there's going to be some mystery on this one. It's almost, okay, but anyway, taking a look at the hard drives. Again, drive sleds, wonderful. These are the 2.88s. Nothing fancy. You know, discs are expensive and there's no reason to have them. But, you know, they're there. I got 2 of them. Braille. Just like that. Now, let's move. Let's go down. I gotta push it out from the back. Now this is the 5 1/4 inch drive. Come on. Oh, be a jerk. Yeah, you can have 3. The system actually supports. Okay. The first system actually supports 3 floppy disks. A. No, A. A is at the bottom, or it should be after the twist. Anyway, 3 floppy disks. Okay. All right. Okay, IBM. Sure thing. Go home. You're drunk. But this is a clink, a push button or a slot load 5 1/4 inch drive. So there's no handles or anything like that. Nothing to go ka-chink, lower the heads. It's all electronic. And it comes with the drive rails. Also, those will probably be easy to replicate with a 3D printer. I'm just going to have to use my friends or buckle down and get one of my own. So, yeah, I mean, they're nothing special. But, there you go. Manual eject. Or no, software eject. The CD drive looks like it's the same as... Oh, this is stiff. Yeah, that's stiff. Okay. Standard IBM CD drive. They use that faceplate forever. Just another quad speed. June 95. So this thing was already a year or so old then. It's just been nicely upgraded. This was somebody's love this machine. Let's go ahead and okay. June of 95. 1 gigabyte. At least this one tells you it's 1 gigabyte. That is some gnarly dust. This one is set up to be let's see. Blank space 123. Let's see. Blank space 010. So it is set up to be drive 2. Come on. God damn. Okay, this thing was in there good. So, drive number 2 is this Max Tor with IBM part numbers, 540 meg. Okay. Again, set to factory 6, 11 watts of power. Ow. Terminator resistors are in it. Where are the jumpers? There are the jumpers. So I'm going to have to look this up. Oh, 010. If you can believe that. So this was 101, which is 4? Yeah, 4. But the Terminators Terminators are in it. Terminator is 2 after the notch. Where's the notch? Can't see through. Okay. Terminator is on this one too. What the hell? Did they have any? Was this actual working system like this? That or there's something fucky. Ooh, a Connor. With an IBM. Thank God this is not Field of Vision. See, I mentioned for IBM, part number. Another 540. Oh yeah, that's gnarly. Terminator resistors are not on this one. Where is... let's see. 101. I'll have to look those up. It might be 101. Yeah. Got 3 hard drives, 3 different manufacturers. So this has had a very sorted life. Oh, man, this is crusty though. Yeah. Yep. Okay, I am going to have a field day cleaning this up. I am going to leave it. I'm just going to put it back the way it is. I'm going to pull the Sims though, at least the 32 meg Sims. I'm going to pull those out, and I'm going to set them on a pedestal and worship them. After I get done with that, after my pagan ritual, I'm going to, gently program. Hey, I'm going to gently probe them maybe with that. And I am going to reverse engineer a schematic for them. And I'm going to try to do my best to, at least, very least, see if I can't try my hand at replicating these things. And as far as I know, the PCBs are standard 72-pin Sims. But focus. Yeah. But it might be one of those things where I'm poking around and looking at the 16 and the 32. There might have been an option or a plan for like a 64. Hey, wouldn't that be cool? Because I know you can get up to 128 megs in a Sim. On the Pentium Pro machines, I know that's kind of a tall order, but if it happens to be that way, why the hell not? Let's give it a shot. So, at the very least, I'm 2 down. I got 6 more to go. 2 Sims down, 6 more to go. So, next video, I'm going to probably either take this one or the next one, and I am going to get her working. And what I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to take the hard drives, and I'm going to plug them into USB, and I'm going to put them on my Windows 7 machine, and I'm going to image those drives before I do anything. If possible. That's what I'm going to try first. I'm going to get the machines going, cleaned up, ready to rock and roll. Do a bit of testing, see if this little video card can't be salvaged. I pray that it can be. That would be a crying shame if you can't. But, I almost forgot. I also got a keyboard. I was like, oh yeah, another Model M. I got like 5 or 6 of them. I could use another. Oh. Okay. So I got spare parts for my other actual Model M's. Hooray! So, let's see. Merry Christmas. Oh wait, no, I can't say that. God, what was it? God, I apologize. I am going to go and just do something for penance. I can't believe I almost said the C word. Till next time, thanks for watching. Oh, just a quick little addendum to the end of the video. I got one of these. I am from the post office today. I wasn't expecting to get this for another couple days. Paid a whole $10 for it shipped. Yeah. It's a 4-port USB hub from IBM. I had just finished recording the video for the Model 95, and there's a knock at my door. So, quick into the video, even though I'm going to have a look at this. Just a quick little, works on all USB computers. All of them, huh? Pentium 486 or iMac computer with USB support. 98 or 95 revision B. So this is a very recent model. What's on the bottom? 1999. IBM does not manufacture this product. But they just put their name on it, that's all. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So, actually, dumped it out. Yep, there's one last thing. Yep, that's it. Okay. Ooh. Instruction manual. And it's got an IBM part number. I love that. 33L4767. Right, an IBM part number. Yeah, it looks like a... are you protected? Yes. 4666 or better. Anyway, made in China. Alright, so it comes with a little wall wart. It feels like a wall wart, obviously. Come on. Yeah, maybe we'll see the other end. That'll work. Yeah, that's a standard 6 volts though. 2.1 amps. That's a... Okay, I was expecting 12. But man, does that not match the newer style IBMs. It claimed on the thing up to 12 million bits per second. No need to unplug or reboot your computer either. Yeah, this is a real early hub. It's... I'm ranting. I'm raving. I'm just enjoying the aesthetics of this hub. I think, honestly, if I really, really wanted to, I could pull it out the insides and put something maybe like a 2.0 in it, or a 3.0 hub. That's just neat. That's just neat. Sometimes the smallest things. Anyway, thank you again, and this is Fat Guy with Old Computers signing off again.